Hello everyone, welcome to Lecture Room Online, and this is lesson 7 in the C++ programming series. And today's lesson we'll be looking about accepting user inputs in C++. For example, I have two variables here, one named as name, which is of a string type, and the other is named as age, which is of integer type. But the variables has not assigned any values, and I want to accept the value from the user. To accept user input in C++, we'll use a cin object, and cin is like what is an opposite to cout. Cout was character output and cin is for character input. So this will allow user to interact with your program through the keyboard. And since C++ used the insertion operator, then cin will use the extraction operators. For example, cin then name. So this line of code will allow user to type a value, and that value will be stored into name. Let's try to run. As you can see now, the console is opened and there is a cursor here that allows user to type using a keyboard. For example, if I type lecture, then the program ends. So this word lecture is stored now to name, but it is stored temporarily. So when you call the program, also the data will be lost. So if I add another cin age, then user will be allowed to enter the string value and then an integer value. Yes, so if I run it, I write name like lecture, and then a value like 44. Okay, so let's try to display this value to show that it's true that the value were accepted. So cout hello name, you are age, and then years old, and then end line. Let's try to run this program and write the name. My name is, let's say, room, and then age 44. So hello room, you are 44 years old. Let's run again and give the realistic data to make it meaningful. For example, the name, let's write it as Venus, and then age as 30. Hello Venus, you are 30 years old. But the problem is, let's run this program again. The problem is, if a user found this program is in this state, he or she cannot know what to do. So to make your program meaningful, let's output the text before each cin line so as to guide user what to do. For example, here cout enter your name. If I run this program, the program will prompt user enter your name and leave space for name. So the name is Venus, and then age, let's say 44. So still we have to format or to give the texting for the variable age. So before cin of age, let's give the text to user to know what to do. For example, enter your age. If I run this program, so I can write the name Venus and the age 5. Hello Venus, you are 5 years old. So that's how to accept user inputs, and all other variables works the same. Cin, then the extraction operators followed by the name. And another thing is that if I try to learn this program and write the name with the space, for example, Venance Paulo, and then enter, you will see that hello Venance Paulo, you are 0 years old. After the space, the program cancelled it automatically. So if you use cin, you cannot accept a string that have space. On the next lessons, we'll start how to accept strings with the spaces. See you on the next lesson. But if it's your first time, do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video to others. Goodbye.